Oh.
Whew, yeah. Yeah, like start us off today. Yes.
Say when.
When?
Hello, hey, welcome back. That was the intro.
It's so weird. Hi, Muthoni here.
Hi, I'm Nick. What's up?
Yeah, we hope you're doing well and you've been having a good week.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah,
if
and a
it's
good
not,
month.
it should
And a
get
good
better.
year. Because the year is almost over.
In 6 weeks, it'll be 2020. That's how real stuff is. Imagine.
Okay. Wow. What? Really? 6 weeks?
In 6 weeks, which means Christmas is in exactly 5 weeks. Exactly. So start doing your Christmas shopping. 'Tis the season. Soon
I
enough.
should start watching the Christmas movies.
Christmas movies should be start watching them from the 12th.
No, you start watching from the 1st of November.
There is a rule that I just saw. There's this rule that some Americans have. Don't start celebrating Christmas until you celebrate Thanksgiving, which is
But
like...
we don't have Thanksgiving.
Exactly,
so
but
past
we do
November.
have the thing is, if there's a holiday, if there's a public holiday if there's a holiday before Christmas, get that out of the way first and then delve into Christmas. The good thing with Kenya is December 12th. 13th to the 25th is exactly what? I think almost 2 weeks.
But
So 2 weeks of full Christmas spirit.
that's not enough. And also, who's Jamhuri Day for really, if it's not for politicians to go show off? It's not for
Well,
Kenyans.
there's that
it's for
too.
Kenyans to
There's
miss
that
work.
too.
That's all we get. Like, normal
And this
people
one's gonna
just
be a long
don't get to go
weekend.
to work. That's all.
Woot woot.
What's a long weekend?
Because the 12th will be on a Thursday.
I'll be climbing a mountain, so
Oh.
for me it's gonna be hard work. Oh wow. Hi. You're like, what does this have to do with the title of this video?
This is true.
Yeah, even us, we don't know. So today we are having a conversation about depression. And the reason I have this card is because there's 3 things that I want us to tackle about depression. The first one is technically a question. It's, have you been depressed? Have you gone through depression? And if you feel like saying where, how, when, all that, you can. The second one is, how did you get out of it? And then the third is, how can you help your partner or friend when they are going through it? So those are the 3 things that we want, because depression is such
It's very wide.
yeah, it has a lot of corners and intricacies and aspects to it that you can't tackle that with a video. And we are no experts in depression, so everything we'll be talking about will be just from experience and maybe observation. So don't come here and be like, oh my god, that is so not true, oh, you're not supposed to say this, all that. We are just expressing what we've either been through, seen, witnessed, or been a part of. Okay?
Right, yeah.
Yes. So, question number 1. Have you...
Start with me?
Yeah.
Ah,
Because
okay.
I'm the moderator. Is my tongue red?
Yeah.
Because of my boy. Okay. Moderator.
Mabuyu things. Have I ever been depressed?
Yes.
I want to say no. I have had moments when I felt very low, down, but and this is just based on the people I have interacted with who I know were or are depressed, and yeah, I could tell that it's different. Like I've had very low moments, but they haven't been depression types. It's just been the kind of I prolonged as a low mood. I was in a low mood, and then when you think about it, it makes it larger. So it was just I dwelled in it for a little too long. But fortunately, I was able to get out of it. Yeah.
Um,
What
I-
about you?
Well, I have been.
Care to share more?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think like, okay, where to start. So the first the first time I went through depression, I didn't know I was depressed. I Something happened in my life that I've talked about this in my blog, and I don't know if I want to share here because there's other people from my family who watch this, and I don't want this to be a topic of discussion. They don't read my blog, so but something horrible happened. Let me say that. It was something bad that was done to me by a friend. If you can connect dots, you can almost tell where it's going. And what happened after that was at first it was of course feeling low. I wasn't excited about anything. And then I never used to drink, but then that's when I started taking alcohol, and I went on a binging thing. Things weren't good with my family, so like I didn't really have a foot to stand on, like, because stuff was happening that was horrible. My family wasn't really there for me, so there was also that. So yeah, it was a long spiral. That wasn't really cool. The second time, I don't know if it was the same thing I was carrying. Then another one I remember was, again, I was really at a bad place. This was just like literally before I met you. And okay, maybe a couple of months, not like the day before. Not the day before or like the week before. It was like months before we met. And it was I was going through a lot of stuff at work. My personal life wasn't where I wanted it to be. I was struggling financially a lot because I was not even interning. I was doing a full job, but I wasn't getting paid. I was being given transport, which was like 5K, but I still had rent to pay. I was performing poetry and stuff, and that shit didn't
free.
pay. Yeah, because even like I was going through a lot, and that also what happened was I broke down at like a public. I've told you the story. At a public event, I cried. Like I cried. I was just talking about how messed up my life was and how I was just tired of it and I was just done with it. And then there's the other time where things weren't really good. This was like about around 2015 into 2016. That was a really, really low time for me. So yeah, I've gone through the works.
And how did you get out of it?
I don't know. So the first one, which was went on a drinking spree. I was like talking to random people online. I was hanging out with weird strangers that I didn't even know.
You would just meet up with people you don't know and
just hang out and drink,
and just drink.
Yeah.
They didn't have ulterior motives.
I wouldn't know because my mind wasn't there. Like for me, I just didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to just sit with my problems. Yeah.
So you would hang out with people.
Yes, I would hang out with people. And when I was hanging out with people, no one would know what was happening. Like, they would just think, let's drink. And we would. And I did a couple of road trips with strangers or with people I just met. So, yeah. How did I get out of it? I honestly cannot remember. With that one, I don't. I think what I did is I developed amnesia of what had happened. And that was like my way of safeguarding myself. Like, because I was drinking a lot and all that stuff, but it wasn't helping. I was just like, it's like I was trying to ease the pain of what had happened. Then I think I started telling myself that it didn't happen.
Oh.
Yeah, until from then, because this was what I think it was 2013. Yes, this was 2013. between 2013, after I went on that binge, because it was like for a whole month, almost 2 months. After that whole binge, 2014 and stuff, it's like it never happened. Like, I didn't even think about that incident until I think 2016 or 2017. And I remembered it because someone had written someone had posted something online about tracing back your depression. And when I was reading that, I was like, oh. And then I started asking myself, and then when you backtrack, and then you're like, holy shit, this happened to me. Remember that day? And it was such a heavy feeling, because it was just something that it's like, lock it, throw away the key and forget about it. And for me, it was just very heavy even after remembering the whole thing. So yeah, I don't know how I dealt with it. I think the binging, the drinking, the whatever. So maybe I just suppressed it and moved on. Second time, I cried. I cried. I think I just shared my feelings to whoever would listen. I was surrounded by people who I thought were my friends. Turns out they weren't, but at least I had one friend there. And the fact that that friend came, Alex, I keep saying this, like, Alex has no idea what he did for me that next day, the day after the breakdown. Because I was so low, like, it was worse the day after I broke down. Everything was worse. And after having a talk, like, we just talked. I'm dropping everything. Okay, we're back. So we just talked. Like, he just talked to me. He was like, if you need someone to talk to, if you need a friend, I'm here. Like, and from that point, anytime I would also feel like I was getting in that emotional state where I was feeling a bit, okay, something is not okay, I would talk to him. So thank you, Alex Ikawa, for being a good friend. Then the one that was 2015, 2016, that was a long period of pain. Yeah. I haven't completely gotten over that. Like, I'm not depressed, but when I think about that period, yeah, I still feel that stuff.
Sorry.
Whew, yeah. So how can you help? Okay, so you can, because I'm the one who was talking the whole time. You can start with number 3.
How you can help someone?
Yeah, your partner or your friend who's going through depression.
I guess as much as I know it's easy to say when people say stuff like just talk to people, check on them, but I think it really is that those small things, like if you're always checking up on someone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Sunday, as much as Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday they'll just be like, yo, I'm fine, or I'm okay. Eventually I feel like they will start opening up to you. So you just have to keep on checking in on them as often as you can, because even like you said, when you were just opening up because you just wanted to open up to someone, if you always show someone that you're available for conversation, eventually I feel like they will come around and just start talking, and that'll help a great deal for friends, partners, all. Just the moment you notice it. I guess because you also said that people wouldn't be able to tell. So I guess the hardest bit would be identifying that in someone if they don't tell you, or Like if they're very good at keeping it hidden, I don't know.
I think everyone has a different way of masking. There's people who mask, there's people who don't. There's people who they'll drop hints or they'll say stuff and then you'll just be like, why did so and so say that, you know? So, because for me, the reason people wouldn't know is I would still paint my face, I would do everything, but then also at some point it became tiring having to do my makeup. My makeup became my armor. So it became tiring. So there's times where I'm like, I really don't want to do it. And the interesting thing was some people would be like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, why? It's like, oh, you're not wearing lipstick today, or you don't have makeup today. And I just be like, I was just tired. Which was true. It's just that they don't know what I was tired of, you know. So, yeah, for me, I think, God, I didn't think this would be hard. I think what I needed the second and the third time was to feel seen. I think that's what I needed. I needed to feel seen, like to feel important, to feel like a person. So the advantage for me was I had two people who I could confide in about like stuff. So having people who were aware of everything that was happening helped, because then when it was too much, or at least they would talk to me, they would call me, they'd be like, how are you feeling today? They would send me messages. And we'd just have conversations. Sometimes we'd have conversations about literally anything else other than how I was feeling. I think I would say remind your friends or your partner that you are there for whatever they need. If they need to rant, if they need to cry, if they need someone to hold their hand, if they need someone to listen, or if they need someone to distract them from whatever is going on. And then I would also say, if you can, go to therapy. Yeah. Like, nowadays it's like, I know there's like online platforms. I don't know if they're free.
There's one that's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will link it in the first comment, the pinned comment, and the description box as well. You'll tell me which one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll appreciate that. So yeah, I know there's like those resources where they link up people with therapists or professionals. So use those resources if you don't want to talk to the people in your life. Because I know, like for me, like the first time when that stuff was happening, I couldn't talk to anyone who knew me. Yeah, like, because it's sad how people are made to feel ashamed of things that were not their fault. Like, you didn't go looking for this thing, you didn't plan for it, you didn't instigate it in any way, but then you're the person who'll be shamed that it happened instead of the person who did the thing to you. And so for me, like, I think that's how I felt. And I couldn't talk to anyone who knew me, and I think that's why I was seeking the company of strangers, because they don't know me, they don't have any expectations, they don't know shit about my life, so they're not gonna be like, but you know, they won't know if I'm sad or if I'm happy, if my happiness is fake or not, because they don't know you. They don't know you that well, so there's nothing to judge. So if you need to talk to strangers and stuff, I would say use those online resources. I know there's people like on Twitter, there's people who offer, or if you just say, I'm looking for a therapist, or I'm looking for this or that, I think it's possible to find someone who's willing to help. I've seen people who pay for guys to go, because therapy is expensive. So, yeah.
Because mental health, or rather mental well-being, is priceless.
Yeah.
That's why it's expensive. But yeah, if you have the opportunity to do therapy, definitely go for it. It saved a lot of lives. A lot.
Yes. It's okay.
Yeah, like those, and I mean, maybe it's also because it feels like a new subject to us in Kenya, because before it was just never talked about, taboo or whatever. So,
and when you'd feel like sad or something, you'd be sent to Madare. And if you went to see a therapist, if you tried to see a therapist, a psychiatrist, anyone who deals with mental health, automatically you were dubbed as a mwenda wazimu. So that stigma is still there. And I think that's why, like, for me, I couldn't speak to people who knew me, because then I was going through something that no one, probably people would just be like, it shall happen, you know, because that's how we deal with shit in Africa. Oh well.
there was a theory that the reason why a lot of Kenyans drink is because they're low-key depressed, and that's why they go, like, that's why they drink so excessively. I don't know, maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe a lot of people have unresolved issues. So yeah, if you can't do therapy, at least find someone to talk to about it.
And if you need someone to talk to, or someone to listen, you can always reach out. I'm offering myself as someone you can. I haven't, as you can tell, I'm not qualified or anything, but you never know. We can swap stories or something, I don't know. Or I can entertain you and make you laugh.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling better?
No.
No. You will.
So yes, that's the video today. I don't know, it's gonna make me. Thank you for checking out this video. If nothing, I hope we've helped at least one person. And if we have not, and you're going through stuff, you're not alone. And thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up.
Share it with your people, and
yeah, share with your people.
it should hopefully start more conversations around the topic, because the more we talk about it, the closer we'll get to finding solutions faster, which is really what we should all be trying to strive to do. So share it with as many people as you can. That would be great.
Thank you. See you in the comment section and in the next video. Bye.
Peace out.
Oh yeah, wait. Before you go, please remember to share your, what are they called again? Your questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're doing, next week's video is the Q&A video, so leave all your questions.
We said any kind of questions, any kind of, just not very left type questions, but
why?
yeah.
What do you mean by left?
Because you said that if it's random,
then like they don't.
type.
But then the thing is, the person who's writing the question doesn't know if it's random to us. So just ask whatever you want to ask. Ask as many questions as you want to ask. Whatever you want to know about me, about Nick, about us, just ask.
How?
About stuff. Okay? And now you can go. Thank you. Now you can go. Thank you. Bye.